Good Tuesday morning, Canada. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Devo Brown here with you. One of the biggest challenges that many retirees face is not having sufficient cash flow to fund their living expenses. So joining us this morning with some key tips on how to maximize your cash flow in retirement is Ben McCabe. He's the CEO and founder of Bloom Finance. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, Devo. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for being here. And this is a big deal as our population ages especially, right? And a lot of people did not prepare for this. Why is that cash flow such an issue for retirees?
Yeah, it's really a perfect storm of factors, right? I mean, we're living longer, which is great, but it means we need to stretch that same retirement dollar over a longer period of time. Those retirement dollars are harder to come by. You know, good defined benefit pension plans are basically a thing of the past. It's harder to save. And then on top of all that, you know, every single thing we need to buy at the grocery store costs 20, 30% more this year than it did 2 years ago. So when you factor that together, it's not a surprise. All
right, you've gotten these great points right there. You've got some key things that people can be planning for retirement to do to ensure that they have that cash flow going. You say, first of all, focus on your health and stay active.
It doesn't sound like financial advice, but it really is, right? It's that focus on wellness. It's exercise. It's trying to eat well, which is obviously hard to do just given how expensive good groceries are. But what gets very expensive as we get older is when we lose our health, right? We've got lifespan expanding. The closer we can have health span to match that lifespan, the better the financial outcomes later in life.
Yeah, because if you are not healthy, it's going to cost you more.
Well, things like in-home care. We worked with a family at Bloom last week whose mother was racking up $40,000 a year in in-home care expenses, right? So it's really that focus on wellness.
Knowledge is power. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, look, not everybody can afford a fancy financial advisor, right? But what we like to talk to families about is keep your eyes on two numbers, okay? How much money do I have coming in every month, and how much do I have going out every month? And if we're in the red, right? So if what we have going out is higher than we have coming in, what we absolutely cannot do is try to bridge that gap with things like payday loans, with things like rolling over a credit card balance. Just gets very tough to get out of that, especially when we're on a retirement income.
And you kind of alluded to it earlier there, but really take into consideration those costs of living and how it really does increase. Like, really pay attention to that.
Yeah, look, and this is a new factor that we haven't really thought about, until the last couple of years, right? Is that rising cost of living? I can't tell you how many families we've spoken to who say, look, 2 years ago everything was working great for us, and just now I go to the gas station and go to the grocery store, and it's just tough to afford the things I need to live well.
Yeah, it's just it's a struggle for a lot of people. Retirees, especially here, accessing extra funds to sustain their retirement. How can they do that? Yeah,
so I mean, for older Canadians, I think it's really important as we deal with these cost of living challenges to make sure we're taking into account our full financial picture, which for 3/4 of Canadian seniors includes all that wealth they've built up in their homes. I'll give you an example. We were working with a homeowner in Hamilton last week, and she told us, look, I'm short $500 a month. I have $500 less coming in than I have going out. And the right solution for her was our Bloom Home Equity Prepaid MasterCard, which is it's a means for her to tap directly into that equity in her home in really, really small, responsible increments to help her bridge that cash flow gap so she can buy the groceries that she needs to live well, that she can pay for the gas for her car, buy the occasional gift for her granddaughter. It's tapping into that home equity in these small increments just to help live a little bit better in retirement.
There you go, man. There's a lot of great information there. And again, knowledge is power. I think that is the key really takeaway from there. And you can go from there. Ben, where can people get more information to check you out?
Yeah, so we're Bloom Finance, and you can find us at bloomcard.ca.
Okay, awesome, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks for the info. Appreciate that.